Alright, once again, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone at Rulewell, Kodash. You know, I want to say salutation to the goodly men that pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. This is the Trinidad camp, Brother Koda, coming once again with a edificational video. You know, hoping that it will be edificational to the elect. You know, I was just going through the papers. Monday the 18th, Monday the 21st, 2018, May. Right? I was just going through the news there and I saw an article where Kamala Persad-Bissessar, who was the Prime Minister for the 5 years past, and she's now the opposition leader, and she is trying to get the government to implement or to bring back the soldiers bill, right? The soldiers bill. So so you know, she want to pass this soldiers bill, right? And basically what the bill is about is that the bill is giving rights to the soldiers and the police to arrest at will, right? Whoever they seem looking suspicious, that they arrest, right? And these things is going back into martial law, right? Because what the men of the Lord realize is that right now they are in the testing stages of the things that they want to implement. Like they wanted to implement a bracelet, right, that basically have a chip in it, that it will have all your information and, you know, everything about you on that bracelet, right? And that is just the testing stages for the microchip. You understand? Which in the US and other places, people is already taking that microchip into the hand, right? Which is small as a grain of rice. They're already taking it. And in Trinidad, they plan to use the bracelet first. So that is what I'm saying. These governments are in the testing stages of the things to come. You understand? And this bill, as I say, will give the police and soldiers rights to arrest at will. And that is the testing stages of of martial law. Right? So let me just read a little bit into the article here. And it says, opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar was called on government to reconsider the Defense Amendment Bill, or the Soldiers Bill, as a means of arresting the upsurge in violence crime. The bill seeks to give soldiers in joint patrol with police officers the same power to stop, detain, search and seize anyone suspected of criminal activities. So that is what I'm showing here, right? It's giving these soldiers and the police equal rights to invade these citizens. You understand? To arrest them, you know, to search them, to basically do them what they want, right? Yeah. Now, keep in mind, it have jakes, including myself, with grimy looks. You understand? Austere looks, serious looks. And sometimes these men wouldn't be in nothing. You understand? And they will arrest and try to do these men all manner of wickedness because of how they look. Because we even see that going on in the Americas today, right? A man just pull up in a he was approached by two Edomite cops, right, and beaten very bad, all his blood and thing on the pavement. And within the video, he's saying all I come to do was just to fill my gas tank, and them I want to hear that they're beating him mercilessly. You understand? They're beating him mercilessly, right? So that is what I'm saying, right? It will have men with austere looks, because there is more see them thing in the 12 tribes, right? The Negroes, Latinos, natives going there. You understand? Men with austere looks, serious looks on the face, the countenance serious, and basically these men wouldn't be in nothing, or mightn't be in nothing. And as I say, if this bill is passed, the police could rape these men. And when I say rape, the meaning of the word rape is to be taken by force. You understand? Taken by force, right? So these police could go on and you know, take these men, do them all manner of things under this bill. You understand? And you jakes outside here and have the knowledge, you know, because the knowledge is with your teachers, but all you do want to recognize these men, you know, being the apostles of great millstone all the way down to the last sincere man in the truth. Well, you don't want to recognize these men as all your teachers, but the scripture says that your eyes shall see your teachers. You understand? And these men are out there on the highways and byways every week, day in, day out, every week. You understand? Showing all you the times that are to come. You understand? But all you don't want to take heed. Right? All you don't want to take heed. So with this bill, it's basically the testing stages of martial law. You know? Here, let me read on a little more into the article. It says, it was passed in the lower house on March 15th, 2013 and was debated in the Senate but was not voted on, as independent senators objected to the piece of legislation. Right? Speaking in an Indian Arrival Day dinner, Kamala Prasad Bisesa said the nation was under attack by criminal elements who were using weapons which should have been made available to ordinary citizens for self-defense. Right? Now, when you make these weapons available to ordinary citizens for self-defense, don't you think that is going to be more killing, more bloodshed? Right? Because you make these weapons available for the ordinary man to go in the gun shop and buy guns like what does be going on in America. Right? This man, let me say that some man coming wrong him in his village, right? And the only way out he's seeing is to take down this man, right? Now, he buy this gun, shoot this man, kill this man, and then tell the police, well, here what's going on. This man was basically attacking me to rob me of whatever jewelry and thing, and I kill him out of self-defense. Because that is what is going to happen. A lot of people is going to murder people, you understand, in the bracket of self-defense. You understand? It will have a lot of murders and people will be blaming it on self-defense. But it wouldn't be self-defense, it will be grudges. You understand? Basically, you have a grudge on a man from years ago. You understand? And you get away out now. You understand? That you could blame it on self-defense and take it down for what he did to you years ago. Premeditated murder. You understand? That is what is going to happen. You understand? Because if everybody have guns, it's obviously that crime is going to be increased more and more. You know? Because what these scriptures say in 2nd Ezra, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra 5 verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places. You understand? Confusion, go back to rampant murders and blaming it on self-defense, and it's not self-defense, it's grudge match. You understand? You have a grudge against this one for years ago, and you deal with him now because this law passed that everybody could have guns. You understand? For self-defense going on, it says, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Right? And basically that is what going on. You understand? Look at the kind of offsprings that coming up in the world today. Men who chopping off their own mother hand. You understand? Menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, demons. And that is what going on out here today. Is demons roaming the earth in human body. You understand? Reading on. And the salt water shall be found in sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. So if it is you pass this law because the government, they have not wisdom. You understand? They don't have wisdom. They're just seeing what in front of them. And basically why it is she want to pass this law, you understand, or pass this bill, is to protect their assets, because they know that they are the ones who have anything. You understand? Jake's ain't having nothing. Why you feel a tutor Jake go pick up a gun and look to go and rob is because he have nothing. Right? But Kamala Prasad Bisesa and all these high-ranking government officials, they have 10, 15 properties, you understand, that have businesses, that have cars, that have jewelry, you understand? It was even said that Kamala Prasad Bisesa is a drinker. She loves to drink, you understand? So who knows, she maybe have some factory with real strong drinks, you understand? And basically they want to pass these laws so that they could protect themselves. You understand? Protect themselves to keep the wealth. You know? But as I say, the people eyes are blinded and they don't have eyes to see. You know? Because like what it said, she said that basically the weapons which was supposed to be made available to ordinary citizens for self-defense. You understand? And where the scriptures say that friends shall be killing one another. Right? So if you want to make these weapons available for self-defense, it's known that murder and crime is going to be on the rise. You understand? It will be even higher than it is now. You know, it will even be higher than it is now. You understand? But as I say, they just want to protect their assets. Right? That is what they want to protect. Their assets. Right? I have I work with a Elamite already, and heard him say, when he see, well, he used the term nigger. He say, when I see a nigger kill another nigger, me and my family does be watching the news and laughing at all, yeah. You understand? He said that to me. Right? And basically, when they pass this bill, right, and they give all the citizens guns, Who you think going to be killing one another? Is Jake's going to be killing one another? You understand? While the other nations sit back and laugh at us. You understand? But what did the Messiah say? The Messiah said that my people are foolish. You understand? My people are foolish. They are sottish people. They are rebellious. Right? Because he gave us the answers in these scriptures. And what we do want to read, we want to go to the whorehouse, where the pastor and them is, and the pastor telling you to bring your money in the storehouse of the Lord. And that is all he teaching you, to bring your money in the storehouse of the Lord. You understand? Which is bullshit. You understand? That all he teaching you. Right? When the real prophets of the Lord watching and seeing the times and matching up the times with the scriptures. You understand? To show you that this is the times we in the end times. Right? We in the end times. Right? Reading on in 2nd Ezra 5 and 9, it says that all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. Right? So what I'm showing you there is that the people wouldn't have no understanding again, no love towards one another. It will only be pure hate. You understand? You understand? Where you go have the presence of mind to reason with a man and try to end that day of a reasoning. It wouldn't have that anymore. You understand? From the time a man mash your corners to pull out a gun. You understand? To pull out a gun and hit them a few bullets. That is how men will be solving the problem in them days. And that is what Kamala and them seeking to want to bring upon the land. You understand? By wanting to pass the soldiers bill, which is basically to bring in martial law and to have the citizens killing out one another. You understand? Which we don't seeing that Jake's killing one another. We don't seeing that, but it will be even on a higher scale. You understand? Yeah. Right? So reading on in the article, it says the upsurge in violent crime when a young man trying to earn a living with his vehicle is brutally killed, when women are falling prey to vicious bandits who use pepper spray as a weapon, something that should be in their hands as a defense or deterrent. Right? So basically, instead of the pepper spray, you give them the gun. You understand? When more and more people are being killed in their own houses as criminals invade their homes and take their lives. Right? Now, this houses part is really for them high officials, because who have all the jewelry in the house, the big TV, the this and the that and the other, is these high government officials that have these things. You understand? So basically they passing laws to protect themselves. You understand? Basically, because a normal total Jake, we don't have nothing. Them I shouldn't say we Salakia, but these total Jakes don't have nothing. You understand? That is why the gun, it's easy for them to pick up a gun and go and rob somebody. Look, I was given a story that on Mother's Day, a woman was robbed in her village. You understand? By the Jakes and them that live amongst her. You understand? Were robbed in her village. So what going on in the ghettos? The ghettos have nothing. You understand? And Jakes, with all the presence of mind, with all the wisdom of the scriptures, they're turning on one another. You understand? And that is where Kamala Prasad Bisesa and her high-ranking government officials trying to avoid Jakes from coming at them. You understand? To avoid 2/3 from coming at them, because they are the ones that had the wealth. You understand? So they're looking to pass laws so that 2/3 could kill out themselves. You understand? But you sottish 2/3 wouldn't see through that, or they wouldn't see through what these people doing. You understand? All they go see is what right in front of all here. That is why the scriptures say that the Lord sent his prophets to show his people basically the way. You understand? But all they don't want to walk in the way of the Lord. So that is why all they will have to wander blindly. You understand? And most of all they will lose all their lives. You understand? Because all they hearken not to the scriptures, hearken not unto what Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, you understand? And the Spirit of truth is saying unto all you. You understand? Reading on in the article, when more people are being killed in their houses as criminals invade their homes and take lives, it's unacceptable. Yet we have an uncaring government. You understand? So, what you think will not happen? Kamala Persad-Bissessa's government will end up getting elected again, and she going to pass all these laws when she come back into power. You understand? Because as the articles say, uncaring government, and when the people read that and notice, well, hey, Rowley really uncaring, but they don't really care about the people. Who they going to elect again? They're going to elect Kamala and she goons again. You understand? And that is when all these laws going and get passed, basically. You understand? Reading on in the article, an uncaring government who seems willing to sit idly by and do nothing to stem the tides of bloodshed, she said, right? But what she going to do is really to increase the bloodshed, because if you give everybody guns, you're going to increase the bloodshed. Because it had an outbreak in Trinidad the other day where the police and thing was fighting against the citizens, basically, kind of oppressing them. And what did Atutu Jake say? He said, right, the only had his voice, he said, boy, we had to bring the fight to the police, boy, we had to kill them police and them, boy. You understand? That is what he said. You understand? And all that, because it's showing you the mindset of these 2/3. You understand? These 2/3 willing to go up against the police and them. You understand? Because the police is not the only one with guns. You understand? These 2/3 and them have guns too, and they're willing to go up against the police, because that is what he say. He say we had to kill back them police and them, because with 2/3 are Jake realizing that the police and them oppressing them and killing them for no reason, some of them. You understand? So that is to show that martial law is soon coming into play, right? And to show you that Kamala Persad-Bissessa don't mind passing these laws. When she was declare a state of emergency, you understand, which had foreign troops coming to Trinidad. You understand? And Esau coming to Trinidad with his military and all them kind of thing, right? And that shows you that the scriptures say that that the merchants of the world have committed fornication with her, you understand, and partaken in her delicacies. And that's showing you that Trinidad is one of them. Trinidad is hand in hand with the white man. You understand? Just the other day it had an article stating where prison officers' garments and you know, equipment to help them fight against the citizens, right? So that's showing you that Trinidad also take part in America's delicacies, so like, yeah, right? So they're showing that martial law is soon to come into play. You understand? And Kamala Prasad Bisesa is one who will push to push these laws, right? Because they will foolishly make the people feel that they're on their side, but really it's to save them, right? Because as I say, if the law is passed where normal citizens could carry guns, right? Killing Jake will be on the rise. It will be rampant. You understand? While these Edomites and these Moabites and them will be in the house laughing at all you. You understand? Because they're killing out one another, and they in the house with the riches and thing, and everything cool with them basically. So basically they gain all your guns for all you to do their dirty work for them, because all they will be killing out one another and doing their dirty work for them basically, right? So if this soldiers bill pass, which I am of the belief that the UNC government is going to pass these laws, right? And when this pass, it's going to have heavy bloodshed on the land, right? The life, limb, and property of every citizen, which is now imperiled as criminals are mercilessly in their rampage, she said, adding government had to take decisive action to reduce crime and ensure the safety and security of each and every citizen in the country, which is a lie. You understand? Them ain't going to ensure the safety of each and every citizen in the country. Is to secure themselves. You understand? That is what this going to be implemented for, to secure themselves, right? Under the government which I led, right? That what she say. Under the government which she led, which that is why I tell you that all these laws is going to be passed under her government. You understand? Because she realized that Rowley ain't really want to do these things. So she gonna pass it when she get re-elected again, right? We took proactive steps which saw a reduction in crime, and one of these measures, the so-called soldier bill, was intended to ensure heavy increase in visible law enforcement present throughout the country, right? This led to inter-agency joint patrols, right? The police and the soldiers, between the police and the defense force, to have a greater presence on the ground as act as a deterrent, she said. Let us precept the army and put them to work alongside the regular police. You understand? Let she intercepting with the army now. You understand? So police and army will be about basically killing all these citizens and putting them in FEMA camps and all these things. All these things going to come into play. Right? Reading on. Why don't we have the precepted soldiers alongside regular police officers, boots on the ground? The time has come for action, and I call on the government to act swiftly and authorizing in dealing with the threat that faces each of us, she said. She also iterated that technological developments was a key method in diversify the economy, saying one critical area of the redevelopment of the educational curriculum, including new subject areas such as coding, 3D modeling, and so that is basically it there on the article. But is to show that these people, right, testing these things. The bracelet is basically testing the RFID microchip to see how well it works, so that they could bring in the real deal, which is the RFID microchip. You understand? They're testing this soldier's bill to see how well it works, so that they could bring in martial law, you understand, against these citizens. You understand? So, as the scriptures say, as the Most High said, who have eyes to see will see. You understand? I just want to read in 2 Ezra 15 before I close. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the word of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh. You understand? And how he put in the words of prophecy, it deals with the apostles of Great Millstone all the way down to the last sincere man in the truth. You understand? That is how we put in the words of prophecy in our mouths to preach unto you people, but you people will not take heed. So therefore, they will get swept away with the wind. You understand? So this is Brother Quada once again. You understand? Just saying, I hope that this was edificational, right? And I just want to give all praises once again to Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai. Hawa Rokwa Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations Salakia to the elect, goodly men that push in this word in sincerity and in truth. This is Brother Koda once again saying Shalom until next time.